Welcome to the Hottest Wellness Podcast. I've got time with Cherry ShaKayla.
Here we discuss personal growth, relationships, and healing to become aligned with the best version of ourselves. Hey.
Hey.
Oh, you're on candid camera. You remember that commercial?
I don't think so.
You never seen candid camera commercial? You don't remember that?
Mm-hmm.
Somebody in the comments say they know the candid camera commercial. How you feeling today?
I'm feeling good. I think today I officially feel Gemini.
Yeah, it's Gemini season. I actually made a post. I haven't got around to posting it today. But yeah, it is Gemini season, and happy early birthday.
Thanks.
We still got another episode to record. We definitely gonna do like a birthday episode.
Hey.
But
It's going to be all about me?
yeah, it should be, right?
Yeah.
It's your birthday. It's your birthday. It's your birthday. In my 2 Chainz voice. I didn't want to really start rapping 2 Chainz right now.
Oh.
But how I'm doing? I'm doing actually really great. I feel inspired and motivated.
Yeah.
Yeah, and I'm happy to be here, you know?
Mm-hmm. We're glad you're here.
Yeah. So, anything that you want to get off your chest this week?
Nothing to get off my chest. I do just want to shout out New York rap for maintaining its difference in sound, but it's still sounding like New York sound.
Mm-hmm.
And like aggressive New York rap is making a comeback, and I'm here for it.
Well, congratulations to you and New York rap.
Yeah. Brooklyn.
Well, this week it's Memorial Day. Happy Memorial Day. I feel like people celebrate Memorial Day, but it's like they just have a cookout with their family and be glad they off work. But they don't take time to like think about what it is, which is really in memory of like people who lost their life like in war or something. But it's a time like when I kind of like reflect on my experience as a veteran and like being in the Navy and stuff.
Mm-hmm.
And honestly, it was not a good experience. I have hella PTSD, and I really just try not to think about a lot of stuff if possible, like for real.
Yeah.
So, a little bit ago, you had sent me a video, and it was like this veteran that was doing a battle rap.
Mm-hmm.
And he was like, I guess trying to school this other dude who was like in one of the branches, I don't know.
Yeah.
And he was saying all this stuff like, you know, exposing like the government and the military and everything. And, you know, that really just had me thinking that like while we have this platform, like it's important for me to like talk about this. And then it also helped me kind of like work through my feelings and stuff about it. So,
Yeah.
I kind of want to do a little story time. I'm going to try and make it like not long, but y'all know I'd be like wordy or whatever. So when I graduated high school, I decided to join the Navy. Me and my best friend, she was like, this recruiter came to my school. He told us we was like gonna be able to get stationed together. Like we could pick where we want to go. He signed us up with no job, and he made it seem like it was going to be easier for us to like get a job once we got in and figure out what we wanted to do, which wasn't really the case. And so like I joined already under like misleading or false pretenses.
Mm-hmm.
And so like I get to my ship, everything's going good. I'm living my life on a boat. I'm on deployment. Like, soon as I get to my ship, we, like, leave for deployment in, like, 2 months or something. Like, when I got there, we was staying down, and that's basically, like, when y'all go on opposite vacation schedules because you're about to go on deployment for, like, 10 months.
Mm-hmm.
So, while I was no, before I left for deployment, I got injured, and I like literally almost severed one of my fingers. And like they didn't even give me no fucking stitches or nothing. I was like literally getting my finger wrapped up with a bandage every day. It was so disgusting. And like I used to be in so much pain. They prescribed me like pain medicine, but then like after like a week, my chief was like, girl, you can't be walking around here all high off them pain meds. Like you can't take that no more. And so I had the pain medication just like in my rack, in my locker. And so one of my best friends, she had like thyroid, wait, what do you call them? Like,
is it thyroid?
No, not thyroid. That's the wrong thing I'm saying. I'm trying to say like, what is it that be like on their uterus? Like,
cysts?
Maybe. Well, like either way, yeah, like, so, you know, like some women have issues where they do have like growths or something that is impacting them, and what it does is give them like heavier cycles and like just a real bad time in general when it's their time of the month, like a lot of pain. And so everybody knew my friend like had these issues. It would be to the point whenever she got her cycle, everybody knew to expect that she was about to be in her rack. And like that's not normal. You don't like get to be sick when you in the Navy. You just have to like keep going to work. You don't really like, they don't give you time off from work because you sick. You just like be at work. So I gave her one of the pills. Like, here, like I just gave her one, and I didn't even think about it. And like when you join the Navy, you have to sign like a page for it, and it's basically say that you won't share any of your medication. And so like I didn't think about it. I just was like, my friend was in pain, and so I gave her a pain pill. And then like 3 months later, they started investigating her for drugs, and they was accusing her of like going out in town while we was on deployment buying drugs like recreationally. Like, yeah. And everybody knew, like, that everybody knew, all of her chain of command, everybody knew what was going on with her health, and nobody did anything to help her. Like when we got to our ship, it was an all male ship, so they wasn't even equipped, nor did they give a fuck to like care about women's health. And the doctor, because they don't even be real doctors, they just be people that's trained in the Navy. He just didn't care, like, you know what I mean? And so if they would have got her the medical care that she needed, I wouldn't even been in a position to share my medication with her. And so like once she came to me and told me she was being investigated, I was like, okay, so we're just gonna tell them that I gave you the drugs. Like, and so we did, and they kicked both of our ass out. And that was like so traumatic, because first of all, I was like doing so good in my career. I was like really loving my life or whatever in my job. And it was like all my hard work just like went away. Sorry, I'm like so emotional. I'm already like on edge from earlier. So now I'm like in the process of like trying to get my discharge code changed, because right now like on my DD-214 it says drug abuse, like I was dealing drugs, and like that's basically what I got kicked out for, like giving drugs. And yeah, so I don't get any of my benefits or anything like that. And now I'm gonna have to like, you know, go through a legal process to get that fixed. So I kind of just wanted to talk about that, and like just the BT.
Take your time, baby.
Like just like the PTSD that people like actually experience and stuff. And like, you know, when people are like joining the military and stuff, like there is something to be said for doing that, you know what I'm saying? Like we sacrifice a lot. And so as as you celebrate Memorial Day, like actually, think about what you're doing in your life and the impact that you're making and stuff too. You know what I'm saying? And like how that impacts other people.
Ooh. We made it. We survived.
Can you do the affirmation of the week?
Yeah. So, the affirmation of the week is, it's me against me. Drops mic.
How you feel about the affirmation?
I feel like absolutely.
Mm-hmm.
Because F what everybody else is doing. You know what I'm saying? I just need to be better than I was before.
Right, than yesterday.
Better than before.
Well, I feel like that this affirmation really says that you are the only person standing in your own way. Like, we like to blame our circumstances. We like to blame, like society. But like at the end of the day, you have total control. And like you can change your life like if you want to. Like I know because I did it. Like you have all of the power. And so, you can't like let anything stop you. Today I went on a field trip with my work and we went to go hear two people speak. One of them, her name is Kathy Buckley, and she's a deaf woman, and she talked about her experience. She's actually a comedian, but like she be really talking about deep ass shit, although she be like making jokes about it too. And so I recorded part of her speech and I wanted to play it because it was super inspiring, and just like she was dropping a lot of gems. And I feel like it kind of just like reaffirms the affirmation of the week.
How many in here want to let go of it? This is what I did. I put up a big poster board in my office. On that poster board, I didn't realize how many people I gave my power to. Teachers, kids that raped me when I was 16, all these things, I wrote it all down, all the people's names. Who's on the top of the list? Me. Because no matter what happens to me, I'm responsible as to how I'm going to react to it. Make sense? Either I become a victim of something or victorious of something. So what did I write down next to everybody's name? What they did or said. And I wrote it down. What did I write down after that? How did it make me feel? How did it make me feel? Believe me, when I had to go to that part, I almost lost it. I didn't realize how much crap I was carrying around with me. So what did I write after that? How is it stopping me from going forward to what I want in life? I wrote that down. I didn't realize that I was holding myself back because of somebody else's stupidity. So what did I write after that? What did I learn from the experience? What did I learn from this experience? Because I'm going to tell you right now, everything in life is an experience. It's how you possess it, how you want to learn from it. You can keep the negative or you can look at the positive. Because even what my dad did, to forgive somebody for that is really hard. It takes a lot of courage to confront somebody. He taught me happiness from forgiveness. So what did I put down at the end? Gratitude. Gratitude for having the insight to see that everything is for that moment. It's up to me if I'm going to take that moment and live it today. Well, I refuse to, because there's just too many new moments that I want to embrace in life. So that's what I did. I went back in front of the boy who raped me when I was 16. I went to my mother, had a talk with her. I went back to everybody that I could possibly go back to, teachers, anybody. And if they weren't available, I wrote it down. There was one person that passed away that really hurt me. And I wrote it all out, went to the graveyard and lit a fire. I burned it. It's not mine, it's hers. It's not mine. Your illness is not mine. The only illness I have is the one that I carry years with me. Am I making sense here? Are you realizing how much you're hurting this precious gift that you call life? You only got one shot at this gift. One shot.
So, she really touched me, and a lot of what she was saying resonated with me. Just about like having acceptance and forgiveness and stuff for people. And then just this week, our main topic is self-sabotage. And so I really wanted to include that in there because a lot of times we be sabotaging ourselves based off of like traumatic experiences that we didn't have. Mm-hmm. Or even just like the fear of something else bad happening be debilitating us from like moving forward or going through what our goals or trying the thing that we want to do or actually writing the book. Like, it really is you against you.
Yeah.
Yeah.
Come through with a word.
The credit goes to Kathy. So before we get all the way into the main topic, I want to take some time to do Forest Bias. This week, first we're going to talk about Black Boy Joy Fest. Our friend of the show, Brent and Jomar. Am I saying that right?
Let's say yeah.
Okay. You want to talk about it, baby?
Basically, the brand in general is like Black Boy Joy. He promotes mental health awareness and just wellness in general amongst Black men and men of color.
Yeah. And they're like located in the 757, but you know, impacts can reach everywhere.
Yeah.
And so we just want to shout them out for what they're doing and making an impact in their local community. It's super dope. We say all the time that like Black men have to create these spaces for themselves. Mm-hmm. And so he's out here doing the work. And so shout out, you know.
Shout out.
Also, I want to like shout out my kid's dad. He has a business called Critical Rugs. Mm-hmm. And he started rug making like, I don't know, last year or something. Like,
I think so.
Yeah, off a whim, like off a hobby. And he's so good at it. So last Christmas, Cherry decided we wanted David to make a rug. Mm-hmm. So we was like, all right, let's barter. We gonna trade some photos, Christmas photos, for him making the rug. And he made her this rug. What is it called? The flower?
There is a specific name, but it's one of the flowers with all the colors on it.
Yeah, I'm gonna post like the video next week to the Instagram. And so he made a TikTok while he was making the rug, and like right now the TikTok got like 1.8 million views. Like, crazy. So shout out to Cherry first for choosing that rug.
I mean, I'm just guided by the spirit, and
he said it took him forever though. He said like to make that rug again he would charge a lot of money.
So I got a 1 of 1.
You got a 1 of 1. Can we show it? It's kind of like,
it's not without messing up the set.
Okay, sorry y'all. We can't mess up the set. I should have been more prepared, but maybe we'll drop a picture or something, like a photo up in here. But anyways, shout out to that. If you guys want to purchase a rug from him, you can find him on social media. We'll tag him or whatever. And the items are quality. They're great. And just super cute. So, like, shout out.
Shout out.
Okay? Put some money in my kids' pockets.
That part. Also, I do want to say Brenton officially launched his website, blackboyjoyfest.com.
Oh, yeah. And it's a great resource.
Mm-hmm.
And it looks amazing.
It really does. Yeah.
Yeah. So, have you ever experienced imposter syndrome?
I'm going to be honest, I don't know. I still, in my mind, am not 100% sure what that feels like or looks like from the actual person.
Mm-hmm. So, well, first of all, I have a video on my YouTube channel. What is it called? It's called Imposter Syndrome. Mm-hmm. It's one of my 420 videos. So if you ain't about that life, don't even go over there and watch it. But basically, I just talk about what it is. So imposter syndrome is essentially you not seeing the value in yourself. It's like that negative inner voice in your head that tells you you're not good enough, or what you have is not enough, or what you're doing is not enough, or you need to like attain more, or you're not successful enough or smart enough. So imposter syndrome kind of just keep people from pursuing the things that they want to do because they don't think they can.
So it's like basically just self-doubt.
It's kind of deeper than that. Like,
yeah, this is why I'm I don't know. I feel like I have, because I've had those feelings,
mm-hmm.
but I don't know if it was like in the right category of those feelings.
Yeah. So one thing I talk about in the video is that before I started working on the blank space with Bianca and Shani, I didn't really see my value of what I had to bring. When we was all three working together, it was like Destiny's Child. We all had different skills that we added to it that made each other better. You know what I mean? Mm-hmm. And so I seen that I was adding value. And I had been in other experiences before which changed my perception of like who I am. Mm-hmm. And like what my actual skills and abilities is, to the point that I wasn't confident in them. And so like I wasn't like going after what I really wanted because I didn't think I was good enough. Mm-hmm. Or even like what I just said on the last episode about me deciding I didn't need a degree to validate me or whatever, you know what I mean? Mm-hmm. Like now I'm a lot further in my practice of not being an imposter mm-hmm. than I was back then when I made that video. It was like 2 years ago. So definitely, you know, there's can be growth, yeah. But it's a journey.
It's the journey.
Yeah.
Shout out what's her name? Tisha Campbell.
Tisha Campbell.
I hope she's having a good day.
Who's Tisha Campbell?
Gina.
Oh, okay. Oh, Tisha Campbell. Sorry, girl. But you do have experience with self-sabotage, though, or no?
It's like, yes. Self-sabotage is like, it can show up like comparing yourself to other people and mm-hmm. then just kind of going into your shell like, they're really good at this, yeah. And they've been doing this for a long time. I don't know if anybody's gonna really want to work with me or hire me or anything like that. Let me just be over here. Mm-hmm. Or I want to work with this person, but they're out of reach. I don't know if they really gonna let me just not even try. or like, I don't know.
I would say that I'm a pretty fearless person, and I have a lot of trust in my higher self and in God. And so when it comes to like doing things, I'm too much. And the fact that I'll just go and do it, you know? Like my favorite quote is be scared and do it anyways. But where self-sabotage comes in my place is my relationships. Because that's like where the trauma is for me, you know what I mean? And so like one example is like when me and Cherry first was dating. I think we was only together for like 6 months or whatever. There was certain things that I was, I guess, trying to pursue and it really didn't even make sense to who I was or whatever, but I was like essentially trying to sabotage our relationship because I just didn't feel like I deserved like to be with Cherry. Like, so I was like gonna break up with her. I mean, I did. Like, I broke up with her.
Yeah.
I mean, we got back together like the next day, but yeah. So I mean, it's different for everybody, you know? Like,
Yeah.
that's just my experience.
I feel like, yeah, mine is more like, I guess, career and work related. And I don't know. I just assume that people don't want to work with me.
But why though? Why would you think that?
I mean, I've somewhat kind of convinced myself that that has been my experience. So, yeah.
I think it's really important to like build a relationship with yourself and like think of yourself like another person, like one of your friends. Like, okay, how am I talking to me? You know, would you talk to you the way you be talking to your friends? Like, are you meeting yourself with the same compassion and like grace for other people? Like, we probably not, you know?
Yeah.
And like when you commit something to yourself, it's like an exercise of trust, and each time that you follow through, you're like telling yourself like, I trust you, we can do this. And it builds your confidence. And then the more you grow and build your skills, then the less that you feel like you're not worthy or valued, because the proof is in the pudding. Like, you have the skills, you know, you did the work. And so I feel like it's just really important to try and do that. Yeah. Like, you have to trust yourself, and if you don't do the things to build that trust with yourself, then you won't be able to have faith of like what you can do in the future, or like what your potential is. Like, I am a dreamer. I have the biggest dreams in the world, and like I've known since I was younger that I was going to be famous. Like, I've always said it. Like, me and my cousin, we've been saying this since like 2015 that we was gonna have a reality show, and like we are. Everything that I'm doing right now, I literally manifested. When I said that I wanted to start podcasting, I did it. I found somebody that was gonna podcast with me, and I just did it. So like, whatever it is that you do, what your thing is, you are the only one that's holding you back from having the life that you like truly want to have and live and like be happy. So like,
Yeah.
you better step up or keep living the same life that you live in and be okay with it.
Child. You gotta change the way you think. It's another way self-sabotage comes up. Refusing to change who you are.
Yeah. So what about for you? Like, what do you feel like helps you to like limit that self-sabotage?
Honestly, just doing it. Like, especially like when it came to working with people or finding different jobs or something. Like, just reaching out.
Mm-hmm.
It's like, yeah, I have my doubts, but I'm going to just send them an email or send them a DM and see what happens. I've DM'd Gucci Mane multiple times.
But that's the confidence that you gotta have. Like, my cousin Imani is always talking about just like being delusional. Like, just be delusional. And like, people might think, oh my God, like ShaKayla is so spaced out. Like, my head is always in the clouds. I'm always talking about what am I gonna do, or like what is the next thing. But like, then when it materialized, it's because I spoke it into existence or whatever.
Yeah.
Like, be delusional. Whatever you think that can't happen, allow yourself to imagine that it can. Like, allow yourself to feel that you are valuable and you are worth all of the things that you want to have. Like, it doesn't matter what it is, even if it's like a family, if you want to have a relationship, if you want to have like build a house, whatever it is that you want to do, like, allow yourself to receive that you can have it.
Yeah.
Yeah.
Give consent to change.
Absolutely.
Heck yeah.
Well, if you're ready, we can slide into mental health matters.
Mental health matters. Yeah.
This week for mental health matters, we encourage you guys to like work on your relationship with yourself and have some positive self-talk. One of my favorite things to do is mirror affirmations. When your self-esteem is low, which like sometimes you could be having a good day and you be feeling confident, but the very next day you could feel not confident at all. Like, it changes day to day. So it's not like, oh, I'm a person with low self-esteem. It's just that day you was just on a lower vibration. Like, so just knowing where you are and not claiming something. Like, don't claim that you have low self-esteem. Just claim that today you're just in a lower vibration. Like, you're not feeling it. And so, like, at first saying the affirmations in the mirror, it feels weird. Like, you don't believe it, but then you start to believe it and you look at yourself and you keep believing it, and every day you kind of like start to value and accept yourself and love yourself a little bit more. So, yeah. Put your mental health first.
I'm on the same page with that. I mentioned before, like, I'll just say really nice things. Like, damn, I'm fine. You know what I'm saying?
Yeah.
And it's like, you just start thinking it after a while without trying to think it.
Mm-mm.
Like, you look at yourself and you see something you don't like, but then, but look. You know what I'm saying?
Exactly. And like, when you embrace yourself for who you are, you start to see the beauty in everything about you. It's like, nothing about me is bad. Like, and if I keep telling myself that, then eventually I'll like really believe it. And that is how like you overcome the trauma of whatever you have against yourself, you know? Like, doing it.
Yeah. I'm here doing it well.
Well, we're going to introduce a new segment, which we might not have every single week, but like, it's like the rest of our segments. They rotate, you know? You get it when you get it.
Mm-hmm.
When we feel like it, we do. And we don't feel like it, we don't. Shout out to JT. So this segment is called Get Well Soon. Like I mentioned last week, I started a lifestyle channel last year, and the branding was great and everything, but I just was not in the position to really carry it through.
Mm-hmm.
And so like, now everything is really in alignment, and like, the universe is really guiding me to start doing posting and everything again. So for this segment, Get Well Soon, we're kind of just going to like connect the message that I'm going to be discussing on my channel that week. And so this week, I'm going to be talking about knowing your worth and your value.
Know yourself.
Do you feel like you know your value? Do you see how valuable you are to other people?
Yes.
Yeah. It took me a while to get here, but now I know I'm that bitch. Like, Alexa, play Her by Meg Thee Stallion.
Yeah.
Because, period, sis. Shout out to Meg Thee Stallion. Like, the reason I got this hair is because she inspired me. Her hair was looking so good on the gram. I was like, oh my God, I want a natural big afro. Like, I need that look tonight. And so, I bought it. It's mine, I bought it. It's mine, I bought it.
But for real.
It is. I can't shout out exactly who sang that song. Yeah, so if you want to, you know what I'm saying, if you feel encouraged to go check out the video when it drops on my channel, feel free to do so. We have Bad Bitches link up this week.
Yeah.
It's been a while, I think, since we talked about something on the channel. We've been doing good, like eating at home, and then plus, like, I was in the hospital like those whole week, so it wasn't like we was like out and about getting it in or whatever. But this week we had a little date night, and we went to Carl's Ice Cream, the normal location. Not to say nothing about the other one. It's just like that one has like indoor seating and a drive-through. So it's like, yeah.
Classy.
This is the second time me and Cherry went to Carl's. The first time we went with the kids and we just got ice cream, but we needed to go back and get the food because, like, I was telling Cherry how good it was. So, what are you rating Carl's ice cream?
Well,
out of 5 stars. But also, I mean, wait, is it 4 stars or 5 stars?
We went to 5.
Okay, I just get so confused. Okay, and then, so it's food, atmosphere, and then
Customer service.
Yeah.
So, because I had the soft serve before, that gets a 5. This time I'll give the food, I'll give it a 3.
Okay.
The fries, they were my favorite kind of fries.
The fries was slapping.
Ugh.
I went all out, y'all. I had cheese sauce. I was dipping the fries in my ice cream with extra crunch topping. If you guys never had crunch topping, it's like little crunchy pieces of like Captain Crunch plus sprinkles plus little peanuts, and it is so good. Oh. I was tearing that ice cream up. Yeah. Oh, and I had a burger.
Yeah.
I had a burger and fries. Honestly, I'm giving the food a 5 because it really did slap for me. That's not like me. I was watching back one of my comments, and one of my mutuals said when she watched my reviews, she feel like I be being harsh. I was like, dang, really?
Well, I mean, food is a serious thing.
I mean, yeah.
Especially
with inflation.
What did I get? Shrimp and fries.
Yeah, you had shrimp and fries.
I mean, the shrimp nothing was nasty at all. I think for some reason I was expecting the shrimp to be bigger or in a different shape or something, and that just threw me off. So.
Yeah. Okay, so what about customer service?
Customer service, 3. Because when I had to go in because we didn't get your ice cream.
Which, that's probably bad customer service. Because, girl, give me my ice cream.
I went in there and it was 2 girls standing at a register. One was helping somebody. And there was a girl behind them, but she was doing something. I walked in, made eye contact with the 2 girls at the registers. They walked away from the registers. And I was standing there, just in the middle of the floor. Like, I know y'all saw me. I saw you see me. And so the girl that was doing something ended up coming to help me.
You know, I'm not going to lie. A big part of the reason that I was hesitant to move back to Illinois, like specifically Blono, because it's racist here. Like, and I'm noticing that it's a lot more black and brown people around here due to Rivian being here, and like they brought a lot of jobs to this area. But the core community is still very white, and with that comes inherent racism. And so I've had a lot of really messed up experiences living here, and I really did not enjoy it. I couldn't wait to move from his place. When I moved back here, I felt like a failure. I was like, I did not want to be here.
You're not a failure.
I mean, now every life is good in my future voice, but, you know, that was on trusting my higher self.
Trust her.
Yeah, so I guess we're going to give Carl's, like a 3 out of 5 stars?
Like overall?
Yeah.
Yeah. The environment, can we really, I mean...
We can't really judge the environment because we had a car date. That's just like something me and Cherry do.
Yeah.
And so I'm going to say based off of the experience Cherry had when she went in, that's part of the environment. And so we got to rate them a 3. But the food was slapping. Just go to the drive-thru.
Yeah. Get that soft serve. It's so good.
It is so good. It's delicious. So we're going to slide into Reel It In. You want to tell us about what we got for Reel It In this week?
Spider-Man. Across the Spider-Verse.
Spider-Man.
Oh, 2. It drops June 2nd. I can't wait to see that.
I really thoroughly enjoy these Spider-Man movies. Miles Morales, that's my boy, you know what I'm saying? And so I'm excited to watch it too. I can't wait to take the kids to see it. I love a good family film movie. We're a movie family. We watch a lot of movies together at home. Yeah. And we are AMC Stubs members. Okay? So yeah, shout out to that. And then just to go into the breaks. So if you guys haven't heard, Metro Boomin has produced the soundtrack for the movie, and he's also gonna appear in the movie as well. So that's pretty cool. Yeah. Metro Boomin wants some more. He be having the rawest beats, so I'm excited to hear the soundtrack.
It's probably fire.
I enjoyed the soundtrack of the other Spider-Man movie, so I'm looking forward to it.
Yeah.
So, do you have anything for the music of the week?
Yes. Speaking of aggressive New York rap, Connie Diamond dropped. She's a rapper from the Bronx.
Okay.
The name of her album is Underdog Season. It's so good. Mm-hmm. I feel so... It's like inspired and aggressive at the same time. It's like...
It's bringing that passion and heat for you?
Yeah. It's what I needed.
Love that.
It made me think about Scarlett. Shorty I showed you before. She's another New York rapper. I think she's from Brooklyn. Shorty with the song was like, get the fuck out. I don't know.
I haven't heard it, but I'm sure it's fire.
Yeah. It's just so, I'm going to stab somebody, but not really. Yeah.
That's hilarious.
That's what I need.
It's a lot of music that dropped this week. What I had for the music of the week was Apple Music was doing a Ariana Grande like anniversary for the Get Well Soon album. And so I don't know if y'all remember, like 6 years ago, it was in her concert in Manchester. They had like a whole bombing event and everything, and so that's like what inspired her album, because she got PTSD from the event and everything. So they basically had like a whole Ariana Grande playlist for Apple Music, and I've been listening to that this week because I love Ariana Grande. Now in the new music that's dropping, Omarion dropped the album. It's called Full Circle Sonic Book 1, which made me think there's going to be a Sonic Book 2.
I did start listening to that.
And what'd you think?
I think I made it halfway through. I don't remember how many tracks it is.
I made it about the same. What are your thoughts?
One of those songs made it to a playlist.
Okay.
The Sensual playlist. I think it sounds good. I think I wanted something else, but I had to remember who I was listening to.
Yeah.
But it sounds good to me.
I have the exact sentiments. I don't need to elaborate any further. Queen Naija also dropped an album. It's called Words of Affirmation. I haven't got around to it yet, but I'm definitely going to make my way back.
Yeah.
Kiana Leddy and Ella Mai have a new song called Jealous. Mm-hmm. It's one of the singles off of Kiana Leddy's new album that's dropping soon called Grudges. I am a huge fan of Kiki, okay? I love her. That's her. One of her albums is called Kiki, but it's not like Kiki Palmer. It's like K-I-K-I. Mm-hmm. She a different one. But anyway, she's super talented. I love her music, and I just want to give a super quick callback because I knew it was going to be an R&B summer. I literally manifested, spoke it into existence, and predicted that it was. And now all of this R&B music is literally dropping. Like, who thought Omarion would drop an album?
Well, he's been in the studio.
Yeah.
Mostly dancing, but
Lil Baby dropped a new song called Go Hard. I haven't listened to it yet, but it's Lil Baby, so I think I'm probably gonna like it. Mm-hmm. So check that out if you're a Lil Baby fan.
I didn't even know that he dropped anything until I saw that.
Yeah, I'm gonna go back and listen. Didn't have time today, but I will be making my way around town.
Yeah.
And then the last thing that I had was the Renaissance set list they have on Apple Music. How do you feel about that? Like,
about them releasing the set list?
Yeah.
I'm not gonna lie. I miss the mystery that used to be a huge part of music. Mm-hmm. It's cool. It's fun, especially for people that, aren't going and they just want to party. But I'm not really a fan of the set list playlist.
Yeah, honestly, I want to have a Beyonce experience. I have been a huge Beyonce fan all my life, like since Destiny's Child, like since the Writing on the Wall, like everything. And so I collect Beyonce DVDs, the tours, everything. And so I want to go to the concert and be at the concert. Mm-hmm. I'm tired of seeing the visuals online. I'm tired of seeing everybody posting the clips that they can't just be present in the moment and enjoy the freaking concert.
Yeah.
Certain things like that kind of annoy and overwhelm me about the internet because it's like you get forced to consume content that you don't really want to see. Mm-hmm. Like, I miss the days where we had limited information sometimes.
Yeah.
And so I'm not that much of a fan. Of course I'm gonna keep listening to Renaissance, the different songs that I like, but I will not be listening to this playlist because, girl, I just want to see you when I get there. Damn, we'll be there first. Okay, chill.
Yeah. And then it's like, I don't want to know what's next. I want to hear the transitions and be excited.
Exactly, and be in the moment of the concert. I don't understand. I just feel like this week I'm making time to be present, okay? Like, I've been working all week on my breath work, like actually feeling my breath. Mm-hmm. And that has helped me to be more present. It's actually really helped a lot of my anxiety this week. But yeah, I feel like people just not present enough. In between us, like, being all like in our phones and stuff, it's like we have to document everything. And I get it, we're like that because we're content creators, so everything feels like I need to film it. Mm-hmm. But that's like how me and Cherry was saying, it's certain stuff that we don't post or that we keep to ourselves because like we're actually living life in those moments and just enjoying it.
Yeah.
Like, do that. What you making time for this week?
I'm making time for eating the way that I should.
I think you've been doing a mostly good job. No?
These last couple of days, I have not been eating enough.
Okay.
So
we gonna get back to it then.
yeah.
All right. Well, I also want to add that I'm making time for my yoga journey. I just started it over. I'm only on day 2, y'all, so pray for me and send me good vibes, because I really want to be consistent and, like I was saying to y'all, build trust with myself and trust with my body again, because yoga is physically demanding and it's also spiritually and emotionally demanding. And so I'm excited to be back on this journey, but also I'm nervous about if I'm going to not follow through on the commitment. So, yeah.
You got this. Just focus on the day you're in.
You're right. I'm right. And today I already did it, so period.
Yeah. Check that off the list. I'm going to listen to a Meg mixtape today.
It sounds like a Meg night. Well, without further ado,
I've got time.